Hey y'all, it's K Divine. Coming back with another quick message. If you go on my channel and go back a few months, I made a video really early on in my channel journey, and it was about being the black sheep. And we don't talk about Bruno from Encanto. And for some reason, the last couple of days, I've been hearing Mirabelle's song "Waiting on a Miracle," and it resonates with me right now because I am waiting on a miracle, and I know that a lot of you are too, because I know that whatever you've been going through, it's been really heavy on you, and a lot of people would never understand it, even when the truth comes out. Even and the truth is coming out right now. I think that's the hardest thing to understand, because it's like you're not really in the loop of what's happening, but the truth is coming out, because the attacks wouldn't be coming the way that they are if things weren't turning in your favor. If the tables weren't turning, uh it wouldn't be things wouldn't be like this. I mean, and just as like a quick example of like the tables turning, in the media right now with Young Thug and Gunna, because y'all saw how Gunna didn't respond to any of the nonsense that was being spewed about him, and now audio recording of Young Thug talking shit about him on the phone when Gunna was one of the only people supporting him. Now Young Thug trying to backtrack on all of the stuff that he was saying, and Gunna just protected his peace and made his music and made his money. So like that's what I mean by the tables turn when the truth comes out. Like, and it happened quickly. Wasn't expecting that to happen like that. And I know for some of us it may seem like it's slow. Um but sometimes you have to understand that when you have a higher calling on your life, sometimes things work out real weird, because it's not supposed to be smooth and easy. Like, your story is so huge. Like y'all go watch my video about you're gonna be on the news. Like, you're already famous. Like, if you're being surveillanced right now, you're already famous. This being surveillance is beyond gang stalking. This is people are monitoring you, even if they're not visible to you all the time. They know exactly where you are every single moment of the day. They know where you go, what your routines are. They may not have a physical person watching you all the time, as far as like right in the vicinity, but you are way more famous than you know. And I know it doesn't feel that way because it feels like things aren't moving, but something in me just tells me, like, people know who you are. So I've been hearing Mirabelle's "Waiting on a Miracle," and a couple things also come to mind when I think about her character. Mirabelle was the only person out of her family who didn't receive a gift. When she went to put her hand on the candle, the door disappeared, and she ended up having to create her own room in a nursery. The house loved her. Casita loved her and treated her like everybody else, but she was the only person who didn't get to have special powers. And the reason why she didn't get to have special powers was because she was what we would call a supplanter, which is the person who's going to replace the matriarch. Because Abuelita didn't have any powers either. She was just the keeper of the magic. She was the one making sure that everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. And that's what she was being put in position for. And it's not that she wasn't talented, that she wasn't special or anything like that. She just didn't have what the rest of the family had. And to other people, to the outside world, that made her not special. But the way that she could connect with people, I mean, she was determined. I mean, the way she was able to find Bruno, she's, because she lacked something that everyone else had, because she didn't have these special powers, she was able to view the world differently, from coming from a magical family, not having any magical powers. She was able to see things differently. And that's who you are in your family. You see things differently. You're the scapegoat. Mirabelle was the scapegoat. Everybody tried to act like Mirabelle was such a problem. She was a little clumsy, yeah. Even her sister was mean to her. Like, the perfect golden child, as she called her. But really, the golden child was Mirabelle. Like I said, she's the one that's going to take over once Abuelita leaves. She's the one that's going to be the keeper of the magic. That's why in Bruno's vision that he had of her before he disappeared, the vision was Mirabelle in the center, and the house was either broken or it was together, because it was like, without her, if she doesn't figure out how to get the family back together, then it's not, the magic's going to go away. And she was the one that was able to bring everyone together and save the magic in the family. And that's kind of what you're doing right now. But you're creating a new bloodline timeline as well. You're the generational curse breaker. You're the scapegoat. You're the black sheep. So now you're creating something bigger than I think any of us can ever really imagine right now. I don't know what you've been going through, and I don't know how you've been surviving. I'm just glad that you're here. I just want you to take a moment and just, even if you have to pause the video, I just want you to think about all the things that you have had to survive through lately. Not even just throughout your life, but just lately, how tough things have been and how you've been able to overcome it, because it's not easy overcoming challenges when you have nobody, or when you have little support or no support, little to no resources. If you're a parent and you're trying to take care of your kids and you're also trying to take care of yourself, that's not an easy task. So just take a moment and think about how strong you've had to be. And I know you're tired. I'm tired too. I get on here all the time and I tell y'all how tired I am, because it's like, if you're watching any parts of my Who Set Me Up series, which I'm posting the second part of the third part today, it's kind of crazy, because now that I've posted some of that stuff, now it's like even more stuff that I forgot about is coming up, because that's just how much I went through. That's how much I've had to deal with over the last few years. And it's just so crazy, because it's just like, what I keep asking God, what is all this for? I know it's for a higher purpose. I just don't know what that higher purpose is. And like I said, like, it's something big has got to be happening. Something huge is underway, because look at how you've been getting attacked. Look at all these people who've been monitoring you. Like I said, if you're being surveillanced right now, there's something major happening, because people don't just surveillance anybody. I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and she was looking for her binky, And her father took a moment while she was away from the phone to give me the nastiest stank eye. And this is just days after he accused me of being mentally ill and telling me that he didn't break my window and all these things. And that stank eye told me everything I needed to know, that he is so upset that I will not fall. And I know that the rest of my family feels the same way. Like, these people are so mad because you won't bend the knee, because you won't be like, okay, I'll shrink, and yep, I'm crazy, and yep, I'll go get evaluated, and just, because that's what I know, that's what they want me to do. They want me to beg them for help. They want me to basically, these people have worked so diligently to try to destroy me that they want me to beg them for help, and so that they can come to my aid, so that they can be like, yeah, see, she was this, and so they can have something to talk about. And it's just so crazy because it's like, I even told my ex, like, you don't, he was like, I tried to help you. I offered you help in the beginning and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you don't really want to help me. And I was like, plus, I was like, if I was to receive or accept any help from you, I said, that's basically me signing a contract saying that everything that you said about me is true, and that I lied about what happened to me, and I didn't lie. And I'm not accepting any help from someone who's sitting up here calling me mentally ill when I know what I went through. And I know what I'm going through right now. It's like, I didn't do this to myself. I keep saying that. Like, I did not do this to myself. I've always been a self-sufficient person, and I know that most of you have been too. I know that most of you have always been able to take care of yourself. And now, all of a sudden, some hating ass people decided that they wanted to destroy your life, and they wanted you to struggle because they thought it would be funny. It's just so we live in such an evil world, and it's just so crazy to me because it's just like, you wasn't bothering nobody, you wasn't doing nothing to nobody, you was trying to live your life and mind your business. You was making your mistakes, doing what normal people do, and these people took it upon themselves to be like, you know what, let's go fuck their life up. And they laughed about it. But I promise you, these people not gonna be laughing for long. It feels like it's taking forever. It really does. I've been out here for almost 2 months now, and it's been really hard and difficult for me. And I know that whatever you're going through, I know it's been hard and difficult for you as well. But like I said, these people wouldn't be surveillancing you. These people wouldn't be doing all this stuff if something wasn't coming about this. Like, these people are getting in trouble for what they've done. These people are having a hard time explaining some of the things that they've said about you, because stuff's not adding up. But that's how you know that you're special. They try to make you feel like you wasn't. Like I said earlier about Mirabelle, like, she didn't have any special powers, and they try to treat her like she was nothing because she didn't have something special about her. But she was special. She was different. And so are you. You're different. And these people want you to feel like, because you're not like the rest of them, or because you don't act the way they want you to act, so that they can justify their feelings about you, that you are a problem and that you deserve this. This is what these people have convinced themselves. They keep telling themselves, oh, well, they deserve this. They deserve this. They deserve it. That's literally how these people feel. They feel like everything that they have done towards you to destroy you, that you deserve. And you don't. You didn't deserve any of this treatment. You didn't deserve the way that these people have talked negatively about you, the schemes and the plots that they had going on behind your back. You didn't deserve any of that. And I pray that the Most High comes through for you all very soon. And I hope that you pray the same for me, because I'm exhausted. Like, I mean, just I wake up exhausted, because it's like I have been fighting this fight for a long time. Like I said, this has been going on for years. It's just I just recently, within the last couple of years, have become aware, very aware of what was really going on. So I say all that to say, you are birthing something new, because no one in your family has ever done anything like this. I hate saying stuff like this too. Like you've been training for this for lifetimes. Like, I don't know if y'all believe in reincarnation. I do. I feel like for some of us, this is our last life on this planet, which is why we're entering into our abundance era very soon, because we were always meant to live abundantly. A turning point, the scales have to balance at some point. People can't get away with fucking with your life forever without something starting to turn. Because I mean, even right now, even if you haven't received like a whole bunch of like big blessings or anything, like you could be receiving small things, like small financial blessings, or you prayed about something that you needed, and then it showed up. Just like I made a video, whether I posted before this one or not, I'm not sure, but I had a guy the other day who stopped me while I was walking. I was literally making a voice note, like just speaking on my frustrations, because I was having anxiety, and I was like, why do I feel this way, and what's going on, and I'm tired, and I'm just, what's happening. And this guy stopped me, asked me if I wanted a ride, and I said sure. Like, so he was asking me what was going on with me. I told him, I was honest. I was like, actually, like I'm living in my car right now. Just, some stuff's going on. And I was like, it's dead. And, he was like, oh, well, he was like, so we should be going back towards your car and, getting your car jumped. So we turn around, he goes and gets his little kit. We go to my car. He tries to jump my car. We find out that the battery has a short in it. So it's no good. And he went into the Walmart and bought me a brand new car battery. So even though right now I don't have, like, he did give me some cash, like I have some money to, like, if I could go put a few dollars in the tank if I wanted to, but I'm choosing not to, because I'm choosing to use this money to try to get by for a little bit, the best that I can. Like, even yesterday I went and bought me an extra blanket, which helped immensely. But the main thing was getting my windows to be able to roll up. That's really all I cared about. I really, like, as much as I would love to drive everywhere, it's like that's just burning gas either way. So I was gonna end up walking later on regardless. But the fact that one thing I have been majorly praying for was the fact that I would be able to roll my windows up, and that I could get another blanket. Those are two things that I needed, that I got. I also got to wash my clothes. I got to eat a full meal that I haven't really been able to do that in a while. I also got to spend a night in a hotel room and have my breakfast and everything, like, and feel normal for a few hours, and take a shower, like take a real shower. Like, I haven't had, I've had to do other things in order to clean myself, so it's like being able to really take a shower and enjoy it. I took two, so just being able to be normal for a little bit, it felt good. So the blessings may be coming in slowly, but it's gonna be a sudden change too. Like, You have to be ready for it. I know that you've been waiting for it, but I really want you to ask yourself, are you really ready for this major change that you've been praying for? Because once it's here, you got to run with it. You can't run away from it. Because I know that when big things are starting to happen for us, a lot of times we want to run back to what we know because it feels more comfortable. But you wouldn't have gone through all of this if it wasn't for something major. And I just want you to be prepared and know that whatever's happening for you, it's happening for you for a reason, and you deserve every good thing that's coming for you, okay? You deserve every good thing that is coming for you. Everything, all these blessings that are about to start rolling in, you deserve them. 1,000%. Well, that was my message, guys. I love you, and I hope you have a good day. And just stay prayed up. The tables are turning, you guys. The tables are turning. If you're having anxiety, if you're confused, if you're being attacked heavily, if you're being watched and surveillanced constantly, the tables are turning. And everything's going to be okay. It's your girl, K Divine. I love you guys.